Bore da, everybody. Mrs. Novacek here. A big diolch to Miss Ali, who's currently in the hall with you. And welcome to Safer Internet Day. It's so exciting. This is one of my favourite days of the year, and I'm so sorry I can't be there with you in person to do this assembly. I'm currently, right now, taking the assembly over with Key Stage 2 in the Connect Centre. So apologies, but we're sending you a big hello. I'm going to make sure that they're saying hello from the Connect Centre, and hopefully if you listen really closely you might be able to hear it over at our normal St Andrew's site this morning. Now, Safer Internet Day is a really important day where we celebrate the internet because it is a fantastic resource, but also we have a think about how we can use it safely, because unfortunately there are some occasions where some people, children and adults, choose to use the internet in a way that doesn't help people and that can actually be quite unkind. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Now, during this morning's assembly, I'm going to be reading you a story. But whilst I am reading you that story, I have a little bit of a mission for you. Whilst I'm reading, on my screen, you are going to see some letters. Not always, maybe just on a few slides, but what I would like you to do, please, can you try and work out what my word is? So there's going to be some letters, it's going to make a word. What is my word? And I wonder, Miss Ali, I wonder if you can keep track of the letters as well, and maybe together you can work it out. But my big thing, I wonder if you can let me know what that word is. You might want to go back to your classrooms and ask your teachers to tweet me. You might want to ask them to email me. You might want to ask them to tell me when they see me. But I would love for each and every class to let me know what that word is that's hidden during our assembly this morning. Now, before I read you my story and before we start hunting for those letters, I just wanted to talk to you a bit about Safer Internet Day before we start. Now, Safer Internet Day, like I said, is a day to celebrate all of the fantastic things we do online. So it's over to you to start. What are some of your favourite things to do online? Sharada Bartner, Miss Ali, if you don't mind, can you just pause the video here and have a little bit of a chat about your favourite things to do whilst you're online? Okay, now I'm sure you came up with loads of fantastic ideas, but here are just some of the few things that you can do whilst online. You could watch videos or listen to music. You could speak to family or friends on a video call. You could use the internet to find out new things. You could play games. You can send emails. There are so many fantastic things that you can do whilst online. Now, the story I'm going to read for you, and a little bit of a clue in the corner, is DigiDuck's Big Decision. You might have heard this story before. It's a very good one, but a big decision for him to make. One warm summery evening, DigiDuck was in his room. He'd finished his homework and was enjoying playing on the internet before bedtime. Family Farmyard was his favourite website. He could play games and chat to his friends. Great fun. Many animals like to play at the farmyard, including DigiDuck's best friends from school. DigiDuck's screen went ping and he saw a new message from a friend. Oh, how exciting, he thought. He opened it and giggled. Someone had made a picture of Proud.Pig, looking very silly indeed. That is so funny, chuckled DigiDuck. I must show my friends. Before he could send the photo to everyone, Mummy Duck called up the stairs. Bedtime, darling duck. Wash your feathers, hop into bed, and I'll be up as quick as a flap to tuck you in. DigiDuck felt sleepy, so didn't argue. He didn't want to be tired for Proud.Pig's party tomorrow. I'll send the photo in the morning, he decided, and soon enough he was sound asleep. The sky grew dark and the stars were shining brightly, and all that could be heard were the soothing snores of Mr. and Mrs. Duck. All of a sudden, a mysterious glow filled the room. A dazzling flash and a loud whee And soon it had Digiduck sitting up in bed wide awake. He watched in amazement as a large ball of feathers hurtled out of the screen and rolled across the floor. Digiduck, oof! I always have trouble with the landing, muttered the tangle of feathers as it straightened itself up and dusted itself down. Digiduck was looking at an old owl, grey from tip to tail. Wise_owl, said the owl, peering over his spectacles and holding out a wing to shake. I know you, exclaimed Digiduck. You're in charge of the farmyard website. Wise_owl smiled and said, I'm here for a very important matter. You're thinking of sending that photo, so I'm going to show you what might happen if you do. There was no time to ask what on earth Wise_owl was talking about. He swiftly scooped Digiduck up and they flew out into the night, off through time to the future. Now I'm just going to draw your attention up here because that's our third letter so far. I wonder if you've had all of them so far. Our third one. Have a look. After a bumpy flight, they landed outside Shy Sheep's cottage. Digiduck peered inside and saw his best friends gathered together. Cool.cow had brought a game that they all wanted to play. Why am I not there? Asked Digiduck, confused. We always play together. Unfortunately, you haven't been invited, replied Wise_owl. After you sent the photo, Shy Sheep found Proud.pig crying in the playground. She was very sad to see Proud.pig so upset, especially as the picture had come from you, Digiduck. You're supposed to be friends. Oh, it was only a joke, said Digiduck in surprise. Wise_owl picked him up and off they zoomed. Next, they flew across a field and hovered over a barn. It was Proud.pig's party and DJ Dog was playing. Oh, I'm not there either, noticed Digiduck. I'm afraid Proud.pig changed his mind, said Wise_owl. Everyone at school was calling him names after they saw his photo, and DJ Dog was very cross that you had sent it. Oh, mumbled Digiduck. I was looking forward to that party. Wise_owl nodded and off they sped. The last stop looked very familiar. This is my house, cried Digiduck. Through the window, Digiduck saw himself sitting at the table. In front of him was a delicious cake with candles and colourful frosting. However, all the other chairs were empty. It's my birthday. Where are all my friends? Wept Digiduck as tears rolled down his cheek. Wise_owl knew that Digiduck had seen enough. He wrapped his wings around him and off they whizzed. On the journey back through time, poor Digiduck was feeling sad and puzzled. He really needed some help, so Wise_owl explained everything. It all started when you sent that photo to your friends. Everyone in school had seen it by lunchtime. Proud.pig was extremely upset. And it didn't stop there, continued Wise_owl. People laughed at Proud.pig for a long time because his picture was on the internet. Your friends were very worried that you might make fun of them too. Digiduck suddenly understood that if he sent the photo, it could cause a terrible muddle. I didn't think anyone would mind. I just wanted to make my friends laugh. Sometimes we say and do silly things, but I never meant to be unkind, he whispered. Back in Digiduck's room, Wise_owl drew the covers and comforted him softly. I know that, but sadly your friends didn't. Digiduck, he said gently, you are a lovely duck and a great friend. The internet is a wonderful place to have fun, but you need to behave as you do in the real world. Say kind things to your friends and make sensible choices. And with that, Wise_owl vanished. The sun rose in the sky and Digiduck woke up. The photo, he remembered. Something else in the corner of the screen. He rushed across the room and the message was still there, just as it was last night. DigiDuck was over the moon. He skipped and sang, "I can do the right thing." "But what should we do? Who should we tell?" asked Mummy Duck. "We must tell the Family Farmyard website," replied DigiDuck happily. Mummy Duck removed the picture and they sent it back to Wise_Owl. DigiDuck smiled. Wise_Owl would be so pleased with him. Proud.Pig's party after school was terrific and DigiDuck enjoyed it more than anybody knew. He brought his camera and took photos that he and his friend all agreed were magnificent. DigiDuck knew he had been given a second chance and promised to do his best to look after others on the internet. As he shared his photos with his friends, he cheerfully looked forward to everything that they would enjoy together in the future. Okay, so again, it's over to you. We're going to play a really quick game of Babble Gabble. If you want to join in, you can. So, what was DigiDuck's big decision? What did he make that big decision about? You have 30 seconds, and the whole point of Babble Gabble, if you haven't played it before, is that you have to try not to take long pauses between your conversation with your partner, and you can't, and this is my tricky bit, Mrs. Novacek always does this, you cannot say or as you're talking. So you can't go, I think he said this, because I did an and I did a massive, massive pause there. So have a go. Babble Gabble, Sharada Bartner. What was DigiDuck's big decision? And if you could pause it here, Miss Ali, I would be so grateful. Poblach. Okay, everybody, so just before we go, how can we be kind to others online? There are lots and lots of ways that we can be kind to others online. We can be positive. That's the most important thing. We do not want to be spreading negative messages, sad messages online to others. So we need to treat others how we wish to be treated. If you don't have anything nice to say, you don't say anything at all. Think before you type. Just like we do while we think before we speak, we need to think before we type. We will not send messages to other people that are really unkind. And then 2 ones at the end, which I think are really important. Offer help to those who need it. Those people who might have suffered from really nasty messages online, they just need friends around them who are going to be really kind. And last but not least, one of my favourite things to do, give compliments. Those people who experience sad things online need a lot of compliments to get over it and just to see that they are really important and we are all happy together online. Now, I'm just looking in the corner of my screen over there. I wonder how you did with our little mystery as we were going through the story. There was a word there and I wonder if you can tell Miss Ali what that word was. Okay, hopefully some of you got that right. I'm not going to give you the right answer because I'm going to be seeing lots of you around this week and I wonder, like I said, your teachers could let me know or you could let me know what was that word during today's assembly. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a great Safer Internet Day. I can't wait to see what you get up to. There are so many fantastic things planned today. Your teachers are so busy, probably right now, setting up everything that you're going to be doing. So have a great, great day. See you around and don't forget to let me know what that special word was today. Davochi, everybody.